Hi, good evening all. In this video, we're going to take a look at another trade with the Vegas Golden Knights coming up. All right, guys, before I get into this trade, shout out goes to Jason Crandall. He threw this one online and I said, you know what, I was already doing another trade, which I'm going to talk about after, but I want to go over this one first and see what you guys think. And here it is. Very simple one. Lawrence Pilut, a 2023 second rounder, the Vegas second rounder. We give it back to them for Nicholas Hague, who is not signing with the Golden Knights. There seems to be an issue. We're going to look at a clip here once I open this up, because I went and did some digging on this and it was very interesting what's going on. So let's look at this clip. We'll talk about it a bit. Here we go. And Nicholas Hague, Vegas Golden Knights not progressing towards contract. After an off-season where navigating a tricky salary cap situation dominated the headlines for the Vegas Golden Knights, the team is down to their last remaining restricted free agent, and one who we documented earlier today, defenseman Nicholas Hague. Although the organization has done a good job thus far of working within their restraints, they left in a bit of a tough spot, their remaining cap and one of their bright young defensemen. At the moment, Vegas sits around 10.24 over the upper limit of the NHL's 82.5 limit. Somewhat fortunately, they will be able to cancel out any of the $12.86 million in cap hit placed by defenseman Shea Weber and goaltender Robin Lehner on LTIR, leaving them with $2.64 in available space. The issue is whether it will be enough to get Hague signed. And the answer to that is no. He's not going to take a discount, and he shouldn't take a discount because they're irresponsible with their money in Vegas. Really, I mean, this is just kind of my look at it, guys. Hague is a defenseman that should be making, I believe, about $3.5 million a year. What he brings to the table, this guy's a big, solid defenseman. He's a big part of their future, and just because they want to be greedy and send out so much money to so many players doesn't mean this guy should take a hit. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think he's going to sign. Not for 2.6, and he shouldn't, because he's worth more and he's going to get more. And Jason, actually, you mentioned that in your comments, so I did some research on it. Yeah, it's exactly what's going on in Vegas. They're just not managing their money right at all. I mean, but we already know this. So yes or no, guys, would you do it? I'd do this in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. They can have the second rounder. They can have Lawrence Pilut in a heartbeat if we could get Nicholas Hague. And the thing is, this would work within their budget, and they would get another draft pick, which they desperately need, because they don't got any over in Vegas. They got no draft picks. You know, they've traded all their draft picks out, and they need to get even second rounders. They need to get draft picks back. So Pilut, second rounder for Nicholas Hague, yes, in a heartbeat. That is what I say, Jason. Now, I'm going to go into another trade before I go into this one. I want you guys to have a little fun with it. And be honest with the answer. Would you do it, yes or no? Okay? So, are you ready for this one? Here it is, guys. Another Vegas trade. Alex Tuch, Peyton Krebs, Noah Ostlund, and the second rounder we got from Vegas, and we trade it for Jack Eichel and get back our third rounder. Would you do it? In all honesty, putting all giggles aside, would you do it? Would you make that trade right now? If they got on the phone with us and say, Jack really wants to come back to Buffalo, and you know, we're willing to take back, we'll just take back what we gave you and we'll give you back Jack. Would you do this trade? Tuch, Krebs, Ostlund, who we got in the 16th pick with the Vegas pick, the first rounder, and the second rounder that we have next year for our third rounder next year that we sent to them, and Jack Eichel. Would you do it, guys? Yes or no? Anybody that says no to this, I agree. I agree 100%. Anybody that says yes to this, then you're just not a believer that this deal is working out very fine for us so far. It's weird to look at it from this angle, eh? And you know what? I wish I could give a shout out to. I seen one of you wrote this in one of the comments about 3 weeks to a month ago. And it really cracked me up when I read it. When I read this, I said, you know what? Today I came up with that. I said, you know, I'm going to make a video on that idea. So sorry I didn't give the shout out to whoever posted that a while back. But, you know, when you look at it this way, now that these are Sabres and this is a Golden Knight, would you do this deal? I don't think so, right? I can't picture many people saying, oh yeah, I would do that. I would get Jack back in a heartbeat if we could get rid of these guys. Wouldn't make any sense, guys, honestly. So I'm expecting to see a lot of no's. I'm expecting you guys to do the right thing and say, no, of course you wouldn't do this. You know, and I put their ages too, you know, just for reference, and their captain. So Tuch, 26, 4.75 for the next 4 years. Jack's going to be turning 20. Oh, I got him at 26 there. He's 25. That's a mistake. He's 25 actually still. I don't know why I did that. He's 25. He will be turning 26 in about a few months' time. And Krebs, 2 years left at $863K. Ostlund just came into, as we know, his entry level at $950K for 3 years. And we got that second rounder. Jack, of course, has $10 million owed to him for the next 4 years. Yes or no? Say no. Come on. And I vote yes for this one. Absolutely, I would jump all over this if we could. If we could get Nicholas Hague, guys, I honestly believe that our defense is set after that. We need to get one more stud on defense. We do need to get one more guy, one more big guy. You know, and this Hague's like, what is he, 6'6", I believe? 6'5", 6'6"? He's huge. And he would be a perfect fit in Buffalo. His age is perfect. Yes, he's left-sided, so what? This would be a perfect fit in Buffalo if we could get this guy. My goodness. And Pilot's still, you know, at a reasonable age. We could trade him out. His contract's decent, right, for 1 year. And it would just solve the issue because you're just trading left-sided defensemen and giving them back a draft pick. Really, I don't think they're going to get Hague signed. They don't got the money, first of all. They're going to have to trade out another player to get this guy signed. If this guy has half a brain on his head, he's going to say, no, I am not signing for like 2.6. It's just not happening. No, he can get more than that. He can get upwards towards 3.54. He can get in that ballpark, this guy. I'm guessing he's going to get 3.5. And, you know, when they're making that kind of money, they're not making 8 or 9 million. When they're making 2, 3, or 4, that's a lot more money down in that level than it is when you're making 8 or 9. 8 or 9, you're thinking about location and family and things like this. But when you're making under 4 million, although it is a lot of money, it's a lot of money that's being left on the table because they were incompetent. The managers, their whole staff was incompetent the way they slapped together this team. I mean, they just slapped it together and they're just taking on big contracts thinking they can just buy a Stanley Cup. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yes or no on that one also. All right, guys, done. Thanks for the idea, Jason. I got, it was funny because I did have this video lined up and then I went to check just some notes, and then I spotted your trade proposal. I said, why not? I'll throw it on the other side of the board, you know? I was just going to put a big no on the other side, but now that I found your trade, I said, I'll do 2 trades in one. All right, guys, see you in the next one.